Hey everybody, so I think you guys have noticed that videos have been coming out a little bit less, but I actually do like the videos that I've done recently, like the some more retro game pickups, kind of like a sequel to that video I did a couple months ago, and I really like the Kentucky Kingdom review, and I've noticed that like with some of my videos, like back in January, I was doing way too many. Like I feel like I was really doing so many at one time, and it really burned me out. But the thing is that on the videos on their own, I still really like. I really like a lot of the videos I put out in January. So, it just, that month was actually pretty good for me. So, yeah, so I also noticed that we just hit 600 subscribers. Now, that's insane. So, it was actually, the subscriber kind of count was kind of, stable for a while. But recently, we just crossed 600, and now we're at 614. Now, thank you guys so much. That means a lot to me. And, the fact that, you guys are supporting me even after these uploads, the upload schedule hasn't been the best, thank you guys so much for that. And I feel like if we could hit 1,000 subscribers this year. That would be insane. I never thought, if you told me, 6 or 7 years ago, when I was 13 when I first made this channel, or actually maybe younger than that, around that time, that I was gonna cross 500 subscribers, I wouldn't have believed you. So it's really cool that you guys are supporting me. So thank you guys so much. But yeah, so I kinda want to talk about a couple things video ideas, kind of, and something that I didn't want to do a full video, because if I did, it just I just couldn't edit it down well enough. It just would be very hard to kind of organize. And that is, before I talk about this, I want to say I normally don't talk about politics, but this is something that I've needed, or I've wanted to talk about for the last week or so. So, the presidential debates. It was disastrous. It was, and, I really don't put much politics, or, I don't talk about politics on my channel, because I know some people get really pissed off about it, but I kind of miss the days where, we could still, respect each other's opinions, even though we could disagree. So maybe if I mention what I think, or most of the country thinks this, but we can maybe we can disagree, but we can still respect our opinions. So I'm hoping that's what will be the case. But, yeah, so, the debate was the worst debate I've ever seen. In terms of, the U.S. presidential election. Even worse, in my opinion, than the 2020, the first debate, when Trump was just, freaking, even, people on Trump's side were just yeah, he's went a little crazy there. But, background on these two candidates, I do not like either of them. I just, I don't know how we ended up with these two guys again. It's just, it's ridiculous. But, I was in more favor of Biden, but I knew that Biden was, declining for a while. But, because I'm a Democrat, I register as a Democrat, and, it's kind of weird because, I live in Missouri, and it's kind of, a red state, so it feels kind of weird for me to feel like I'm a Democrat, or, I don't support Trump, because Missouri is a Trump state. No one can deny that. So, it's a lot of people like Trump here. I personally do not. But, it's just, it's so annoying that we have to have these two guys again. But, yeah, it's just, the presidential debate was the worst I've ever seen it. And it's bad from both sides. Trump's still lying about everything. I don't even know if he told anything of the truth that was, significant. Trump was lying like he always has. And Biden just, oh my god, man, this guy's on death's door. It feels like that's the case. Because, even compared to, even compared to 2020, the visual kind of appearance of Biden looks so much different. like, and people were saying 2020 Biden was like Sleepy Joe and stuff like that. But, man, this is the worst I've ever seen Joe Biden, and a lot of people agree on that. Like, this debate, like, he was stumbling, he was confused, like, and, like, he just looked frail. Like, I mean, I know that he's kind of looked a little bit old for a while, but it's just something about that night really just exposed how, like, how out of touch he is, and like, how out of control he really is with his own body, because he just can't remember simple things. Like, and it's just, like, I feel bad because, like, this is actually my first election, that I'm gonna be voting for, but, like, I did want to vote in the 2020 election, but I was too young, and I would have voted for Biden back then, but now, I don't think so. Like, and what I think will happen is, I might need to, this thing goes over, so, there has been so many people telling him, maybe not telling him, but there's been so many people saying, it's done, it's time for you to drop out, and, like, I kind of thought that maybe he would have, like, I feel like this kind of response from all these people was kind of delayed compared to what I was feeling. Because, like, I feel like ever since the State of the Union address, which I think that one was pretty good. Yeah, he might have been using a teleprompter, but, like, the energy, like, I don't know what drugs they got him on, but, like, I just feel like, the State of the Union was, like, the last hope. Like, I was like, okay, he did pretty good on that. But, man, this debate was horrible. And, like, yeah, people are wanting him to drop out, and I think it's gonna happen. Like, I don't see him making it, even, like, in the next few months, I don't see him making it. And I don't think he's gonna be on this earth much longer. He just looks frail, and there's no way that, I just think now, especially after the debate, that there's no way I'm gonna vote for a guy who, like, doesn't even know what's going on, and is supposed to be the main person who, not like the main person, because some people say, like, it's more than just the president who makes all decisions, but the president is a big part of it. And the fact that he is so frail and doesn't remember simple things, it's just, like, it makes me disappointed. And, like, I'm mad at the country right now. Like, I'm mad that we have Trump again, but at least with the Biden, or at least with the Trump, like, when he was at that debate, he was lying constantly, but he was more energetic, he was more, charismatic is too nice, he was more confident, he was a little bit more energetic. Biden was just not there. So, yeah, there's been, many people, even Democrats, so many more Democrats than normal are saying, it's time to go. And, like, that tells you more stuff than anything, is that even Democrats who were freaking defending him for a long time are just like, yeah, this is not working anymore. And, like, in my thoughts on Biden's kind of things that he's done, like, I just haven't been that big of a fan of it. I feel like even a couple weeks ago, it was more me not wanting another Trump presidency instead of actually supporting Joe Biden. It's more, like, I feel like if I voted in 2020, or even in this election, up until recently, that I would vote for Joe Biden because Trump is just an arrogant asshole, and I do not want him back in the presidency. But, like, I almost think that at least as much of as arrogant as Trump is, and he seems more in it. I mean, he's had gas of his own, but, like, not nearly as bad as Biden. And, like, that's why people are saying so many people are saying, drop out. It's time. And there's people that they're thinking about replacing him with. And it's, Gavin Newsom, I don't like him. Vice President Harris, I don't like her either. It's just like, well, I as much as I don't like the choices that they're thinking about, if they are gonna replace Biden, which I think they have to, like if they don't replace Biden, like our democracy, it's gonna be a disaster. And like, I mean, some people say that the U.S. is already kind of in a disaster with all this inflation stuff, but Biden, it's time, man. Like, you've had so many years of political experience, like, it just, I can't see him making it the rest of his year, even, let alone, like, 4 more years. Like, I mean, I kind of was thinking about that in my back of my head a little bit, that he wouldn't make it 4 years, but especially after that debate, it just was horrible. So, yeah, I'm not voting for Biden. I've changed my mind. I'm not gonna vote for him. And I don't think he's even gonna be on election day. I highly doubt he will. Because Democrats are freaking trying to replace this, or I don't know, some people want him still. And like, I feel like any Democrat, as much as I wouldn't like, as much as I don't like Gavin Newsom, and I don't like Vice President Kamala Harris, because I literally don't hear her even talk very often. Like, she's just kind of mute. So, like, I mean, as much as I don't like those choices that they're rumored about thinking about, at least they're youthful. They're energetic. They know what they're talking about. And Biden just doesn't have that anymore. And I mean, it might be a little hypocritical of me saying that because I was going to try to vote for him this year. But I think I've changed my tune. It's just, I can't vote for a guy who can't, like, I knew he had mental problems for a while, which I think he has to have some sort of dementia. Like, because there are people older than him who are doing really well. Like, they're sharp. But he's not. And I feel like the constant brainwashing of all these news articles saying, like, it's always the people, like, actually just today when the governors, or a bunch of governors met up with Biden today, they were like, he's sharp as a tack, or that wasn't a direct quote, but he's sharp, he just had a bad night. I'm like, this is not a bad night. They want you to think that he's not going to drop out. I don't see that happening. I seriously don't. I seriously think he's going to drop out of the race. And what I think they're going to do is they're going to frame it in a way where it's just like, hey, you've had a great career, you've done so much for the country, even besides presidency. Let's try to have someone else. They're going to quote it more like that when I think they're going to drop. There's no way he's going to last until the election. Like, if he does, I am completely, like, I'm still kind of hopeful about our country and the fact that we can make good decisions. But if Biden stays in the race, it's going to be a disaster. Like, I seriously think if Biden stays in the race, Trump is going to win him by a landslide. And I could see that happening because the polls are already saying that ever since the debate, Trump has had a huge lead compared to Biden. Biden's lead after Biden's debate debacle. Yeah, that was different. That was way closer to tied. So, it says 43% to 49%. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. But, like, it just, like, that was different before the debate. And, I don't know, man. Sometimes I don't want to live in America. Because, like, even though we say that we're the freest country, or we're the greatest country, like, I just am so disappointed with how things have been going. Like, I feel like we need to stop this. Like, I actually want both of the candidates gone. I do not like Trump. But at least Trump is a little bit more articulate, even though he's lying. Like, Biden he just can't operate it. Like, I seriously think Jill is helping him with a lot of the decisions. And the fact that Jill Biden wants him to stay in the race, I almost kind of want to consider it elder abuse. Because this guy is clearly struggling. He can't remember basic things. He has some sort of dementia, in my opinion. It's just, there's no way that he's going to last. Like, and he actually does have an interview, I think it was, on ABC News. Dang, my eyesight is really bad. So apparently, sorry, I didn't get to the article, but it says, President Joe Biden has reportedly told a key ally that he knows his next few public appearances will determine everything. And the thing that I really hate is how, like, immediately the White House and all these people are like, no, this is not, yeah, it said, calling the New York Times stories false. Like, they are so quick to dismiss it, and it's then they're pretending it's on issue. It is a huge issue. We need someone who can run the country that is competent and, I think, likable. We just haven't had really a likable candidate in a while. As much as Obama had some problems, like, he seemed actually pretty chill, but, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'm sorry I'm ranting. It's just, I predict that this will be his last month, or Biden's last month. Like, I highly doubt this will be the candidate that will go against Trump. It can't be. So yeah. Sorry, how long did I rant on that? 17 minutes. Well, that's great. So, yeah, so, sorry if I normally don't get into politics because people get really mad about that. But yeah, it's just my thoughts. So, a video idea that I wanted to do is something that I was gonna try to do last year, but it kinda didn't work. So, I need to go to a different page. I want to go to the Ozark Empire Fair again. So, I was gonna do a video on this originally last year, but it didn't work out because I went with a friend and I made, and I want to say we because that would make it seem like he, like, contributed to it. But, like, I made the decision to go during daytime 105-degree temperatures. Like, it's impossible. Or it's impossible to understand why I thought that was a good idea. And, like, yeah, so we went in the 105-degree temperature, not even heat index, legit temperature. We went in the middle of August, or early August, and no one was there. And then at first, when I thought no one was there, I was like, oh, okay, it's not going to be busy. But I'm like, people usually wait until the nighttime anyways, because, like, in Missouri, July and August gets horribly hot. Like, it is, like, it's so sticky, it's a humidity that's really bad. But actually, it hasn't been that bad recently. Like, this summer has actually been pretty chill so far. I mean, we're not even, actually, as I'm recording, it's still July 3rd. But it's July, and it's, like, it hasn't been that bad yet. So, I mean, we've had some hot days, but it hasn't been, like, consistent as, like, years past. I don't know, that statement might age poorly. But, like, I just feel like it hasn't been that bad this year. But, yeah, so, we went during the 105-degree temperatures. I threw up in a trash can because I was I was very dehydrated, and it just was not, I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to do it. So, like, good idea to do it at that time. I mean, like, we did do, like, the sketchy carnival rides and stuff, because those things are sketchy as hell, man. Like, it's like, I actually went on this one coaster. Dang, I should have taken a photo of it. But it's like one of those, it's not like a Wild Mouse, but like carnival roller. I kind of want to get a basis to see what it looks like. Oh, crap. I don't want to have to freaking... Okay. No. Okay. I need, like, a cheap-looking one. Because, like, it was, like, the cheapest-looking thing imaginable. Alright, let's see. It's kind of like... I wonder if they have it on the roller coaster database. There's this thing called the RCDB. And it's, like, a bunch of, like old, like, coasters that are, like, basically every coaster in the world in a database. But yeah, I can't find it, but yeah, so it's this very old, or it was this very old roller coaster ride, and like my knees were up like this, because I don't think it was meant for 20-year-old men, but like it was. I actually had fun with that coaster, even though it was very sketchy. Like they actually had to basically the chain mechanism of like leaving the quote unquote station was bad, so they had to push the cart and stop it whenever it's at the main kind of gate. And I mean, it was pretty easy because there was no one there, because usually people wait until nighttime. But yeah, so I threw up in a trash can, and we only were there 2 hours max. I don't even know if we were there 2 hours. Like, we were originally going to try to be there for 3 or 4, but it was just so horribly hot that it was not worth it. And, like, it's kind of weird because, like, they had a bunch of, like, food and stuff like that. Like, they actually have some pretty good, like, food. They have, well, is this what I think it is? Dang it, I can't. I kind of don't like that this face cam is in the way because I have to constantly go back. But yeah, so there's like a bunch of food. There's like fried Oreos. I mean, like there is a difference between like different kind of establishments that sell like pretzels. Getting a pretzel at a fair is awesome. I mean, I haven't done it in a while. But I have gotten one in Silver City and it's pretty good. But they have so much, like, I think the food, some people say, is the best thing about the fair here. But I want to go during nighttime, and there's a show I want to go to, because they have, like, a bunch of different shows that you guys might have already seen, like, previews and stuff like that. They have these things on, like, Grandstand, basically like a concert. Warren G is going to be playing there, which I want to do this really badly, because... And it's just like, because like I didn't think any rapper would be at the Ozark Empire Fair, because like usually like it's a family audience, so that's gonna be a little interesting. But Warren G and the Sugar Hill Gang are gonna be there. So for people who don't know who the Sugar Hill Gang is, I believe they made the first hip hop song ever made. I think so. Isn't it Rapper's Delight? Yep, there it is. That's the first rap song ever made. And I really want to go to this. Now, you can buy tickets online. It's actually not that bad a price. It could be worse. I wonder how much different the prices are compared to these people. But, like, I am a huge rap fan. Like, I am a huge fan of, like, the old school hip-hop and stuff like that. I mean, this is kind of like a little bit, like, behind my generation. Like, this is, like, where, like, all, like, the people, like, Grandmaster Flash and all them were going by, like, around this time. And I just like that older music. And, like, I really want to go to this. And, it says this... Oh, what the heck? Oh, here... Oh, okay, here's a good image. Yeah, so, there's Warren G. I believe... Yeah, that's the Sugar Hill Gang. Yeah, so it says, July 26th, 7:30 p.m. Oh, they're already on sale. I might need to get those. Because, like, I'm not sure if it's going to be, like, a highly sold out show, because I can probably... Yeah, it says I can get a seat. But yeah, so the gates open at 6:30. Like, I want to go at nighttime, or at least after 3 p.m. for the fair. Because it's just like, I don't know why I thought it would be a good idea to go in the heat. But, yeah, so this is on Friday, July 26th, and I really want to go to this. And I want to try to either get reserved seating or standing room only. Because, like, reserve seating is like way in the front. Like I don't know. I might want to do that pit thing. That looks really cool, actually. Like, and you're right. Oh my gosh, it's literally right next to the stage. I might get the pit pass. I don't know. That's and like, especially that the tickets aren't that much. It kind of helps. But yeah, so I really want to do that. Because like Warren G is one of the OGs. Is he from Springfield? I don't think he is, but I'm gonna look. Warren G birthplace. Yeah, Long Beach, California. Okay. So, I guess he just stopping by in Springfield. Now, I do wish there was a meet and greet. That would be fun. But, yeah, just like, I really want to go. This is probably the main reason why I want to go to the fair. Because, like, I've never been to one of these shows before. And, like, you do have to buy a Ozark Empire Fair ticket to get into one of these shows. Or you can go, too, if you want to. But, yeah, so I really want to do that video idea. Yeah, it's just, like, I've been trying to also cooperate the new camera. I think the new camera, like, I've tested it at nighttime, and it looked really good. Like, it looks way better than my iPhone 11 ever has looked. And, like, it's also that this iPhone 11, I just don't think was made for, like vlogging, like, my content. Because, like, if you see in, like, the I'm changing my camera video, like, it's so crazy because this is what it looked like before. It's just like, how did I ever tolerate this? Like, it's so pixelated. Let me mute that. It's like, why did I mean, I didn't really have any other choice. I only had a phone. So, like, this is what, like, even in this lighting, like, it's still, like, even in bright lighting, it still looks terrible. But what's really cool is, this is what it looks like now. Yes, that is much of an upgrade. That's so much better. And, like, I'm so glad I have that camera. Like, that camera has been a lifesaver. Because, like, every video I filmed since then just looks way better. So, like, I'm so glad that I have that camera. So, yeah, so, the next video idea, could be, a couple things. It could be that if Biden drops out, I might make a video about it. If Biden drops out, which I think he will, like, I just feel like that's going to be history. It's going to be in the history books. Because, like, I think the only other one that's done it in their campaign is Lyndon B. Johnson. And that would be insane history for that to happen. And even though I hate, or I don't really like Kamala Harris, she would be the first woman president, and the first, I don't remember where she's from, but, like, it's just, like, I just feel like that would be pretty cool to have her first woman president. People were banking off that with Hillary Clinton, with Trump, but, like, I feel like what I will do, if Biden drops out, which I think he will, I feel like he will, but, like, I want to make a video kind of, like, doing, like, a history, or, like, this is going to be in the history books for a long time after this. So, yeah, that could be an idea. Maybe just, like, my reaction to Biden dropping out. And I feel like it's going to happen soon. Like, I just can't imagine them running with this guy. So, and then, a couple of video ideas that I still have in the works, but I haven't really, like, wanted to talk about yet, because I want to make sure, whenever I do these video ideas, since my audience is at 600 subscribers now, I gotta actually promise on what I'm gonna deliver. Because previously in these update videos, I would just basically just throw some ideas out there and then just say, well, if it happens, it happens. I can't get away with that much anymore. Because, like, my subscriber base is growing, and I want to give you guys good content. And I'm not saying you guys is your fault at all. You guys are awesome. You guys are the reason why I do this channel. It's just, like, I need to understand that, like, I need to actually promise on ideas I'm going to deliver on. So, yeah, that would be a video that I'd probably do, is Biden dropping out. Because I think he will. But, yeah, so that's one that I might do. And then, this one's a little far away. I would probably post this in, like, probably, like, late July. But I've just been kind of thinking about what I want to do. So it's a little bit of an estimate. But, yeah, so I want to try to do a video on Deals Like Empire Fair, like, in nighttime and actually do it right this time. Because last time I didn't, so... So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be posting content again soon, especially if Biden will drop out in the next few days, which I think this will be his last, like, kind of few weeks or month. I just don't even know if that's gonna be that much. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I know this one's very long. It's, well, 30 minutes. It's kind of the same as the other ones. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Videos will be kind of coming back soon. So yeah, see you guys later.